Hey guys, what's up? My name is Aniket and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to make the first video of the new Elementor Pro series. I have made already the Elementor series which has all the details about the free version of Elementor. You can find the link down below in the video description. This is another playlist which is going to be Elementor Pro. So we are going to cover the whole Elementor Pro and all the elements that are available in Elementor Pro. So this is the first video and today we are going to discuss the post element in Elementor Pro. So without wasting any further time, let's begin. Alright, so now we are on the computer screen and now let's go to, so we have completed the basic. This one is the Elementor free version. Now I'm going to start with the Pro. So the first element is posts and today we are going to only look at the post. So post is basically if you have a WordPress website and you write blogs, so on your home page or your blog page where you want to show all the posts that are posts or say articles you have written on your blog, you want to showcase them so that people easily find your articles and can easily read them. So now first we'll drag this post element and put here in the box. Alright, so now this is going to look like this. You see all my posts, not all my posts, it's only 6 per page. So now it's not looking that great, but we're gonna make some changes and make it look really awesome. Alright, so let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so now these are all the posts. So to edit post, you already have this options right here from where you can edit this post and design it in whatever way you want. But I'm just gonna click, but if you don't have this option right here, you're just gonna click this pencil icon and you would be having this sidebar. So from here, first is skin. Skin basically means the theme or the way it looks, appearance. So it is classic, so this one is classic. And if you click on cards, so you're gonna have here, as you can see here, it displays the category. So this one is the category. So if you have write post, then you can arrange them in categories so that people can easily find. Let's say I write post about Elementor, so I have created a category Elementor and I put all the posts there. Also you have your profile picture right here of the author who has written the article, and you have your post title, description about your post, and this sharing buttons, and here read more. So if someone clicks read more, directly goes he or she directly goes to the post. And you also have the date on which the article is written, and also some comments on your post if you have. Alright, so if you want your main page to have your articles look like this, if I close this, so when someone visits it look like this. So if you want, you can keep this design, or else let me go through all the designs so that you can choose, or you can select full content. So in full content, as you can see, I don't think anyone would like to keep this because it would show all the posts one by one, and I don't think someone would like to do that. Alright, so we just gonna go to classic. Okay, so first we make change in the classic, then we'll go to the cards and we'll cover all that. So let's say as you can see here, first the image, the featured image is not coming properly. Some parts are hiding and the image is not clear. Alright, so because we're gonna make changes, so the image size is going to be depend on what image size you should choose. But if you take my recommendation, your featured image should be 1024 pixels by 576 pixels, as you can see on the screen right here. So this should be your image size, and all the featured images you make on your blog, all the featured images, I'm not talking about the images that on your post, you can have it on whatever size you want, but the featured image on your blog should be in this dimensions. So if your image is in this dimension and you need to go to image size, and here it's written medium 300 by 300, but we're gonna select medium large 768 by 0. As you can see, if I click here, if you actually look on the screen, the images are a lot clear. Okay, they're appearing like full HD. Before that it was 144p. Now it's a lot clear. Alright, but you have all the options, large and full thumbnail, but this option which I selected here, which is medium large 768 by 0, this works all the time. and it would work in most cases. So now images are clear, but still the images are not properly visible. To do that, you wanna go to image width, and first you need to select pixels, and then you just drag it and set your image size. So how big your image want. Okay, I'm not going to do that big, but I'm going to make it visible till this, and yeah, this is fine. But if you want to make it more bigger or more smaller, you can do that. Now this is done. Now we're gonna arrange this. So you go to image ratio, and you're just going to decrease it till you find all the text or whatever the image is properly fit. You're gonna check all the images right here, and as you can see, all the images are properly fit, but I'm gonna make it little less, and yeah. So now my all images are properly fitted and it's looking great. So in this way you can set it. First you need to select image width. Image width basically to make the image small or large, and image ratio is to arrange the elements in the image so that it's properly visible and it's in the frame. Alright, so now this is done, image part is done. And if it's not your image is not showing properly, then you need to play around with the settings, which is image size, image ratio and image width. Play around the settings and you'll find the proper size for your image. Now this is done. Now this is columns. Columns basically means, you can see this is 1 column, 2 column, 3 columns. So in 3 columns my posts are appearing, but I want only 2 columns. I select 2. So as you can see, only in 2 columns all the posts are appearing, and in one it's gonna 1 2 3, it's not looking that good. 3 columns are looking very nice. And if you select 4, the post should be a little smaller, and then you need to again arrange the images, and images get a lot smaller. So in my recommendation, 3 is the ideal column size that you should choose. Alright, so now post per page. So this is one page. Okay, in one page I have a total of I not remember, but more than 6 posts, and it's only showing 6 posts because I have set it to 6, and it's 6 by default. But if you want to show more posts on your page or less posts, you can do that. Let's say I only want to show 4 posts on my first page and all the other posts in the second, third page. As you can see here, it shows only 4 posts. But let's say I want 7 posts on my first page. As you can see, it's 7 posts on the first page. In this way you can arrange how many posts you want. Alright, I'm going to default 6. Alright, now we're gonna go down. Here is title. So this is the title, which is right here, Elementor intersection tutorial, understanding Elementor header tutorial. So this is the title of your post. So you have the option whether you want to show your title or not. So by default it's on show, but if you don't want to show your title, you can always hide that. Now title HTML tag, this is on H3, but if you want to make your title a lot bigger, a lot smaller, you can choose from here. H2 will make it more bigger in size, but we're gonna go with H3. And this is except, or what, I don't know how to pronounce it, except or whatever. So this is basically you will find this text right here. This is the expert. So in your article there is a lot of word, but in the page we cannot show the whole article, so we're gonna show only some parts of the writing. So this is expert. So here you can see except length, it's 55, but yeah, if I want to make it a very less, so I'll choose 33. Okay, so the writing only will be 33 words. See, it's a lot less. So also if I don't want to show any, I just want to show the post image and title, I will hide this. I always prefer this because I don't want to show something writing. I just want the user to go to that article and read about it. Alright, so it's gonna look like this. And this is metadata. Metadata basically means it's a dynamic tag. So date, comments, and you have author name and date modified. You have all these options here. As you can see, it's selected date and comment. So in down bottom you can see it's November 26 showing date, and it's showing comments. But if you don't want to show any date, comments or whatever, you can always delete these options and they would not be shown on your posts. And but if you want to show who who has written this post, if you have multiple authors, then you can click author right here and it will show the author name of this post. And this is separator basically means if you have multiple elements, let's say I choose time. Okay, as you can see, if I zoomed it, as you can see here, it has 3/, so this is the separator. And you can always change the separator. Let's say I want this as a separator, and here as you can see it changes. So if you want, you can always change that. And this is read more. As you can see here, this read more is written here, but if you don't want that, you just can toggle it off and it won't show read more. And this is open in new window. So if you click this and someone clicks on your article, the article will open in a new tab. Alright, so this part is over, and this is query. Query basically means that how do you want to show the posts on your front page. Let's say this is source is post. Okay, now if I click posts here, whenever I drag post here, it would show all the posts. Let's say I want to exclude some post, so this is include by. So if I click here, include by term or author, if I click term, then I can select if I only want to display the posts which are in Elementor category or in other category. So this is a very little bit difficult to understand. We're gonna discuss this in another video, but for the sake of only creating website or only displaying posts, you would not need to set any query. You can leave that. Okay, now going to pagination. Pagination basically means that how you want to, let's say you have a lot of posts, but on the first page you are only showing 6 posts. Now on the second page you want to show more posts, so you're gonna click pagination, and from here you're gonna click let's say these are custom skin you will not have on your, this is an additional plugin, and if you install that you will have this option, but we're gonna not use these options. We're gonna use which are available only on the Elementor. If you click numbers plus previous next, you can choose any one, numbers or previous next or numbers plus previous next. Let's say I select numbers plus previous next. So on the bottom, as you can see, it says previous next 1 2. So the page limit here is 5. Up to 5 pages the pagination will work. If you want more, you can always set it. This is shorten. If you click on that, okay, if you click on that, this does not happen anything, because if you have a lot of pages, I do not have a lot of pages, so it's only showing 1 2. But if you have a lot of pages, it would shorten them, and because if you do not click the shorten, it would show every page. Let's say you have 100 pages, so it would show 1 2 3 4 5 in continue. But if you should choose shorten, it would show 1 2 then dot dot dot. You have seen on many websites like that. And this is a previous level. So this one is the previous. If you want to write any other thing, you can do that. And this is next. Alright, so alignment is clicked on center, but you want on the left, and if you want on the right, but usually people choose it to make it center. So this is basically all the things that you need to do on the first page. Now everything is done on the front, your posts are ready and all that, but now comes the styling option. Now in styling you have the options to change the colors, to change the fonts and all that things. So you go to style, and this from layout you have column gaps. Column gaps basically means the gap right here in between them. This is the column gaps. If I increase this, they would go far away, and if I decrease this, they would be closer. Alright, so this is a column gap. You can change it on whatever you want. Row gap is basically the between the post. So if I increase it, they would go down, and if I decrease it, they would come up in this way. Alignment is center, left, right, but do not need to choose anything. By default it's on center. And now I'm going to go to the box. So box is basically this thing right here. This is the box. So each post is in a box. So this is 1 box, this is 2 box, 3 box and all that. So if you want to have any border, we can choose a border. So if I increase this, as you can see, a border is applied around the post. If you want to do like this, you can do that, otherwise you just left it on 0. Now border radius. Now border radius basically means, as you can see here, the posts are perfectly squared, but if you want the post to be little bit rounded on the edges, so you need to increase the border radius. And as you can see, if I increase, as you can see, the posts appear a little bit squared, which looks a little bit professional. But if you want to do that, you can do, and if you do not want, you will keep it at 0. But let's say I keep it at 17 because it looks a little bit professional, looks good. And this is padding and content padding. Padding basically means the space, as I told you in a previous video, which was Elementor basics video. I have a link also in the I button. And if you increase the padding on the sides, it increases, it creates a space between them, and if you want that, you can do that, otherwise you put it on 0. Now you have box shadow. As I told you, this is a box, you can add shadow to it, otherwise not. And this is background color. If you want to add any background color, you can add that. Okay, it's looking really horrible, but I will just keep it to white. Now this is border color. Border color is default by black, but if you have any other border color, you can add that. Alright, so now coming to image. So image, you can add a border only around the image if you want, otherwise not. Or if you want to add any spacing to the image, you can do that, but I prefer to leave it by default. I cannot explain each thing that is present here. You have to go to Elementor Pro and try out all the things. Okay, in this way you learn how what work this does and what work this does and all these things. So now coming to content, so this is title. So this is the title. From here we can change some a font. Let's say it's on default font. Let's say I want any other font. Let's say I want Oswald font. This is a really awesome font, by the way. Okay, so now here you can see all the font changed, and if I want to increase the size, I can do that. I can make it bigger, smaller, and according to my need. And I've explained all these things in a previous video, so you can watch that Elementor basics video, from where I've explained all these things: what is weight, transform, style, decoration, line height, letter spacing, all that. And now from color, you can choose any color. Okay, however you want the title to be. Meta is basically this description which I have hidden, and if you have this meta description, you can change this typography, color, and everything. Okay, so now going to pagination. Pagination is basically this thing. Okay, so if you want to change also this pagination, you're going to click on typography and you can increase its size. Okay, and you can change its font style, and you can add a color to this. Okay, and you can do all the different things right here. So this was the post element in Elementor. You have other options which was cards, and in cards you basically is the same thing, but only your photo is present. You can hide that and change it according to your need, but in mostly websites the classic one looks the best. And if you want any other options, you can always add, change, or something, do that on your own. So this is the main advantage of Elementor, is that you can customize it according to your own. You are given freedom to do whatever changes or in whatever design you want to look on your website. You want that look, you can change it using Elementor Pro. So that was pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any doubt regarding this video, then please leave me in the comment section. I will reply to you as soon as possible. Also, if you have not downloaded Elementor till now, and Elementor Black Friday sale is still going on, Elementor Pro is available at a really low price. So if you want that, I will link down below in the video description. You can go ahead and purchase Elementor Pro and create stunning websites. Also, share this video among those who are in doubt regarding this Elementor or something, whatever, and I hope this video helps them. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in my next Elementor tutorial. Till then, be safe, be happy, and make everyone happy. Bye.